This is the biggest and most beautiful painting that I have ever painted in my whole life. This is the tiger that I painted for my father on his birthday as a birthday gift. And he was telling me to paint a tiger since a long time because, yeah, he loves tiger, and my village name is a similar name to a tiger name. And from that, my village, he wanted to paint a tiger that he can frame in the village house, and that is why he was asking me to paint it since a very long time, almost 2 years. But I was not having that enough courage to paint the tiger. But then on his 60th birthday, I decided to paint this beautiful painting of tiger, and the description that he had given me was such like an contrast with the tiger and the very dark background, because my village comes in a deep forest area of Maharashtra in Konkan region, and he wanted to have that perfect scenery of the deep dark lush forest background of the similar to rainforest. And I decided to paint and expand that particular idea for the painting. So I did give a very dark background, and I added a waterfall in it because there has to be some sense of stability as well as a sense of flow inside the painting. And then there was a very beautiful moonlight that fall on the tiger, which looks absolutely wonderful. Painting this particular tiger was especially very challenging experience for me, because painting these animals is really very challenging, and the proportions of these animals also could go a lot wrong because we are not so used to painting it. But yeah, I did not paint it freehand. I sketched it freehand. Actually, I took a proportion from the photos and did expansion on the canvas, but still while adding the paint to it, it was very difficult. While painting this particular painting, it was so difficult as in the time frame, because it took a very long time, approximately complete 2 days, to paint this particular artwork. And it was especially so difficult because there was a constant fear also, but also a sense of excitement, because from start this painting was going really good, and that sense of that contrast was always there even in those strokes of the paint, because I started the painting with very bold stroke of the paints, such as a deep dark contrast of that blue. I used a lot of blue, the Prussian blue and the phthalo green, and for the tiger I did use very bright orange. Later on I did mutate all these colors, but that Prussian blue is one of my favorite colors, I could say, as a background for the deep dark forest, because it is so cool, and very cool it is, and it does very good blending with the black color and with the green color, both of these colors. And the white looks very contrasting with it if we decided to paint the river and anything like that. For that particular waterfall I did use a lot of white, and also used a sort of cerulean blue color, and then there were a lot of details in that, those little foliage of the forest. and there was an moonlight falling on the tiger and a little bit around the tiger, which I did a very tiny highlights here and there on that foliage around the tiger. So yes, this painting was turned out to be my biggest success ever, and it gave me a lot of confidence that I can paint really difficult subjects as well, such as wildlife paintings. And I do want to paint more of these because I really loved the experience of painting this particular artwork, because especially in the way it was for a loved person, my family member, and also it is because I love wildlife. I love the animals and birds and the forest, especially the green forests. And yes, that is why I want to paint more of this. I will let you enjoy this painting. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you once again. Oh, I forgot to tell you one thing, that after painting this particular painting, me and my dad went to the shop where they do the framing of the painting, and we choose a very elaborate frame, very suitable to it. It is a grand frame but also elegant, with the brown border, and it has small details of the leaves and which resemble a forest, and a very hint of gold bronze type of the gilding of that on that surface of the frame, which looks amazing. And it was my first experience start to end till the framing, and going to the frame shop and choosing that frame to the painting, and it was an amazing experience. It turned out to be so beautiful. Okay, thank you so much everyone. Bye bye. Take care.